Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium Singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium Singles ladder. Today we have another video with this awesome team that I made, and this is a team that I showed in my last video. I talked about it in a lot more detail, so I'll have a link to that video either in the description and or in the end screen cards, whatever they're called, the end screen, videos you can click on. So you can check that out if you want a full description of all of the Pokemon I'm using on this team. But kind of the key things are I'm using Shiftry with Tailwind and Wind Rider. The Wind Rider abilities means that when you're in Tailwind, you get an attack boost. So if Shiftry uses Tailwind, it gets an attack boost as well as the speed boost from Tailwind. And then we have Salamence, which I'm also trying out, and a few other things. So let's get to the games. Our first battle of the day has us going against a Tinkaton team. That's the Pokemon that stands out to me first and foremost, because it's pretty unique, but also it can be pretty annoying. Tinkaton's pretty bulky, and it has usually like Thunder Wave, Knockoff, Stealth Rock. So the goal is often for it to kind of do a lot of annoying things. I do have Taunt on my Shiftry, so I wonder if I lead Shiftry, if that... I mean, that's rough though, because Tinkaton resists both of Shiftry's moves, so that might not be the best play for me. Although if they only have Knockoff on Tinkaton, I actually kind of like leading with Shiftry. If they do lead Tinkaton, that is a little rough, but if they lead anything else, I think Shiftry's okay against... kind of against the rest of their team. We're gonna find out, I guess. And I do like, Shiftry is a Pokemon you don't typically see, so I like showing it off. Ursaluna also looks pretty good, but they have Iron Valiant, which is really scary. We also have Salamence, which is not fantastic here either. Okay, I have to make a quick choice. I think I'm bringing Bundle, because Bundle's always good, and then I'm bringing Skeledirge, and that might have been a mistake, but, it depends on what their Valiant has. I do think Valiant gets Knockoff. I know, obviously, Valiant is not a super common Pokemon either. That's a funny picture. But I don't know, I think it gets Knockoff. I think typically people run Special Attack. All right, they do indeed lead Tinkaton, and so I am going to Taunt it. And then I'll probably... We'll see if we're faster. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I'm faster than it. I know naturally Tinkaton is faster. Okay, I am faster. But I was just going to say, like, if they don't have, like, speed investment, then I could be faster. So the Taunt does pay off because they do indeed have Thunder Wave. I'm just going to start with a Knockoff here. I know it's not going to do all that much damage, and I know that my goal is to get up... Tailwind, but I think I might do that after. Okay, it has an Occa Berry. Interesting. So they're going to knock off, which is not going to do much of anything. And it's going to do even less to me now because they've already knocked off my item, so I don't have an item anymore. So if they go for a knockoff again, it's going to do 0 damage. We'll see if they have another move here. We go for the Wind Rider, get the attack boost. Okay, I was going to say my hope is that they knock me out here so that I can go into something else and still take advantage of the Tailwind, but I'm just going to have to go Taunt here again, even though it's pretty obvious. And we are wasting a turn of Tailwind here, but I really don't want this Tinkaton to be able to kind of do anything else. And then I'm just going to start spamming Leaf Blade at that point. If they switch, that's also good, because whatever they go into, Shiftry will be faster then, and we'll have kind of free reign to do what we want. And Shiftry, honestly, is decent against, like, all of their Pokemon, except for Valiant, but, well, we could Leaf Blade Valiant. They go into this, which I am happy about. If we remember from the last video, Tailwind does end pretty quickly, so we do want to keep that in mind. 2 turns left. Okay, so this is turn 1. Maybe we knock them out? I know I'm faster than them. I didn't see Booster Energy, so I should be faster. Unless they're Choice Scarf, which would be a really weird item to run on Bundle, because you could just run Booster Energy. So I go, yeah, I am faster, and I do cleanly one-hit KO, and that is the power of Shiftry. And now I kind of know that if they go into Tinkaton, they kind of just can't do anything against me, because I will Taunt them again, even if it means I will be running out of... even if it means I'll be running out of Tailwind here. Shiftry's kind of locking them, because if they just knock off like we saw, it's doing like 10 damage. Oh my god. We locked our opponent out of the game with Shiftry. I never thought I would say that sentence. Even in Gen 3, I never thought I would say that sentence because, you know, like in Gen 3, like, you know, there were much fewer Pokemon that existed, so Pokemon were generally a little bit better than they are now because there were fewer things to compete against. Although, you know, Shiftry, grass types have always had it rough. And I do think Shiftry was kind of rough in Gen 3 when it was released. But anyways, we locked our opponent out of the game with a Shiftry. I can't believe it. Like, that's an absolute achievement unlocked right there. So I am kind of speechless. I think I win the Battle Stadium singles for the day. No, anyways, let's go to game 2. I don't know who my opponent's last Pokemon was in that last game, but I feel like a big reason why they quit right there was because Shiftry was the one who killed their Iron Bundle. They're like, nah, I'm not putting up with this. Anyways, honestly, my opponent's team is really interesting. It looks like we've got a mono normal type team. You see a lot of mono type teams on the ladder. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but typically they're not that great. But I do like Shiftry here. Shiftry's actually decent against most of their Pokemon, and it is... I was going to say it is faster than most of them. It is actually faster than half of them, and after Tailwind, it is faster than everything. So I do like Shiftry here. From there, I think I like Bundle, although Snorlax and even Dunsparce can be pretty tanky, so that's something we need to keep in mind. I mean, they're normal types, right? And we have a Ghost type. However, they do also have Pokemon that are, like, good against Ghost. Or, I'm sorry, they have moves that are good against Ghost. Maybe I bring Mence here because they have a lot of physical attackers. And then finally, I think I like Iron Bundle because it can just hit really hard. Again, they do have a couple really tanky Pokemon, but Bundle's faster than everything they have. And barring that Snorlax, I think Freeze Dry does a ton of damage to just about everything on their team. Choice Specs Freeze Dry, so... I think this is an okay spot. Like, I could have brought Dirge, but I think Staraptor hits it pretty hard. Like, if they're Reckless Brave Bird, which is a set that I love, then that's scary. Okay, they lead Staraptor, which is really scary because... oh, they have Intimidate. Okay. It's scary because they're naturally faster, and obviously they're going to have a super effective move. Either a U-turn or, like, a flying type move. I'm just going to Tailwind right away here. They're probably going to expect me to be Focus Sash. Although, I guess in their mind, if I was not Focus Sash, then they would knock me out easily. So it was like a win-win for them to just go U-turn there. But we are going to get off a Tailwind, which is going to make us faster than everything they have. I guess something to keep in mind, is that Zoroark in the back, but they U-turned. And, well, no, they got Intimidate off on me, which means that that was definitely not Zoroark. I think Zoroark does learn U-turn. I could be wrong, though. We get the Wind Rider boost. They go into Ursaluna. I have a super effective Leaf Blade, but I'm kind of tempted to just knock off here. I'm going to knock off, just get rid of their item. Oh, they have Vacuum Wave. Okay, I should have thought about that. All right, well, we get to go into something else. We get to get the Tailwind boost. I think it's just going to be Bundle, and they're going to go for a normal type move, right? Oh, man. Otherwise, what do we do with Salamence? We might lose to a mono-normal type team, everyone. Salamence, like I'm thinking, would I want to Terrastalize Salamence? I mean, I could see it happening. The thing about Terrastalizing here is, like, if they survive a hit from me, they might go for, like... I actually just don't like that. I'm going to Freeze Dry. I was thinking, like, they're probably going to go Blood Moon here. Okay, this is actually good for me. Well, unless they go into Snorlax, which they're probably going to. Never mind. I was thinking if they go Blood Moon, then I would resist it. Yeah, they go into Snorlax. This is not going to do much. Oh, God. That must be Assault Vest. That did nothing. I'm going to go into Salamence now. I might get paralyzed by a Body Slam. They might have Yawn. There's a lot that they could do here that would just really hurt me. Though I think if Iron Bundle's my last Pokemon, I think... if I can get rid of this Snorlax and Iron Bundle's my last Pokemon after that, I think I'm in a good spot. Because Iron Bundle's great against Staraptor. They could be Curselax. Honestly, if they're Curselax, that's also going to be really rough. So we're going to have to see what happens here. Because I don't think... I just actually don't know if I can beat a Snorlax 1v1 here. They Heavy Slam. That's not bad here. Tailwind peters out, but that does not matter because we were faster than Snorlax. Anyways, I'm going to Dragon Dance because I kind of have to. I don't have to, actually. You know what? Well, I think it's still okay to Dragon Dance here. It does scout what they do. I highly doubt they can one-hit KO me here. Or I highly doubt they can kill me in one shot here. So it means I'm guaranteed to get off a Dragon Dance. And then what I might just do after that is Terrasilize and go for a Wing Beat. Staraptor is going to be the problem, though, because I naturally outspeed Staraptor, although given that they U-turned, it's possible that they have a choice item. Looks like they might go into Staraptor here. The worst case scenario is if they go into Staraptor before Ursaluna, because they're going to lower my attack. So I get off a Dragon Dance here. I don't know if I'm faster than them now, because like if they're Choice Scarf, I'm not faster. But if they are not Choice Scarf, I'm definitely faster. I wonder if there's a possibility they're Choice Banded. Do I just Terrasilize and Wing Beat now? I'm going to. I think by Terrasilizing, we possibly guarantee we knock them out. And I kind of feel like Salamence is the Pokemon we're going to be Terrasilizing in this game anyway, because it'll add additional damage against Snorlax and Ursaluna. The problem is they have not yet Terrasilized, so like, if their Snorlax is like Terra Steel, well, if they're Terra Steel, I have Earthquake. Oh man, that's not enough. Are they tanky? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I should live this. I barely lived that. Wow. Okay. And I know they have Vacuum Wave on Ursaluna. I think I lose, because like I was saying, yeah, they have Vacuum Wave. I'm gonna have to cancel, I think. If I stay in, I'm dead, and then I go into Bundle and I Freeze Dry. If they switch into Snorlax, it's GG, because I'm locked into Freeze Dry. If I switch into Bundle now, if I'm not one-hit KO'd by Vacuum Wave, then it's a two-hit KO, so I can't do anything. Yeah, I think that's game. That sucks. So, game 1, I locked my opponent out of the game with a Shiftry that they were not prepared for, and then game 2, I lost against a mono-normal type team that I was not prepared for. They had a Ambipom and Zoroark on their team. Although, losing against Staraptor is cool. I like Staraptor. Personally, I really love the Reckless Choice Banded Staraptor set, because you just do so much damage. I know I've shown it off in videos before. Maybe I'll bring that back, because I think that's a fun Pokemon to use. It just hits so hard. Anyway, yeah, that was a rough one. You know, monotype teams, you do see monotype teams from time to time on the ladder. And again, they're just not very good. Like, I guess people want to like try something cute or fun, but like, they're just never good. I mean, hey, they just beat me, right? So I don't know if that means that they're good or I'm bad or what, or both. Something I also see is like evolution teams, which is also really funny, but rarely ever good. Anyways, let's get to game 3. I was gonna only do 2 games, but since these first 2 games were like weird and kind of rough on both sides, let's just do one more. All right, this is a lot more of a traditional team, and they do have a Alolan Ninetales, which I do not like to see, because that thing can typically just get up Aurora Veil for free, which is going to make it tougher for my Pokemon to do something. Something I could do is go Bundle turn 1 and Terrasilize, but I mean, it's not something you really want to be doing. I could also go with Ogerpon, and I think I'm faster than them. I think I'm faster than them by 1 point. Which means I could possibly knock them out with a strong Cudgel. Because I mean, Bundle's pretty... Actually, I think I lead Bundle, because they also have Ting Lu in the back, so... I mean, the funny thing is, Ogerpon's also good against that as well, so... Do I bring both of my water types? I guess that's the question. Sadly, this might not be a Shiftry game, but I brought Shiftry enough. I think he's good to go here. And then we have Sneasler. That's a little scary. I think I want to bring Salamence. I don't know, dude. This has been a weird one, a weird video. Salamence is cool because it has Intimidate for their physical attackers. They do have a lot of physical attackers. They also have Goldango, but I think Salamence is okay against Goldango. Like, we are pretty bulky. And then if I can get up a Dragon Dance, that could be pretty good. I also have Earthquake for Goldango. You know, Wing Beat can be pretty good. We're gonna see what happens here. I really don't want to have to Terrasilize right away, but I might have to. They lead with Ting-Lu. I feel like a lot of people catch Ting-Lu in a Dusk Ball. That's pretty interesting. I think I caught mine in a Dusk Ball. It's just interesting because typically people like to catch Pokemon in Pokeballs that fit their color scheme. And Ting-Lu doesn't really fit the Dusk Ball. But anyways. Okay, here I could go Hydro Pump. I think I just Hydro Pump. They only have one switch into it, which is their Dragonite. And admittedly, if they go into Dragonite, that's kind of rough. But I think that's fine. Like, if we force a switch on the Ting-Lu, that's pretty good. Okay, well, like, theoretically it sounded good, but since it's actually happening, I'm not too sure. Oh, they go into Ninetales. So if they're not Focus Sash, then this is gone. If I hit. And I do hit, luckily. And we do knock them out. Perfect. Okay. That's a great spot for me, because we know that bundle is well positioned against Ting-Lu. So we're just like, we have the upper hand just right away. Worst case scenario, they go into Dragonite. They go into Ting-Lu. They could Terra here, but I'm kind of okay with that as well, because if we get their Terra this early, that's also great, because we just get to react to that. And I do have Heavy Duty Boots. They do Terra. Okay, cool. I do have Heavy Duty Boots on Salamence, so if they end up going for Stealth Rock, that's not the worst thing. It is Terra Poison, which is pretty common on Ting-Lu. That means that they're going to take neutral damage from Hydro Pump, so it'll still do a good chunk to them if I hit. Okay, cool. And their ability does lower my special attack. Okay, yeah, that's weak damage for sure. I am just going to go ahead and keep clicking Hydro Pump, because I don't have much to lose for that. Like, they could Earthquake, but that doesn't really do that much damage. And I don't think I'm going to be needing to Terrasilize Ogerpon? Maybe. Okay, I do finally miss, which is very annoying. It's kind of bound to happen at some point, right? They do Whirlwind, which I'm kind of okay with, because if they Whirlwind me into Ogerpon, I can hopefully get off some good damage with Cudgel, and then if they Whirlwind me into Salamence, I have Earthquake and I have Heavy Duty Boots, like I said. Heavy Duty Boots. Alright, we go into Ogerpon here, and I think I just need to Cudgel now. I'm tempted to Swords Dance, but assuming they're the traditional, well, I guess they could have Ruination. I was going to say traditional Ting-Lu is like Stealth Rock, Ruination, Whirlwind, and Earthquake. They're not going to Earthquake me because I do resist it. I'm just going to click Cudgel. It should do okay damage against them, and it might crit. It has a high crit chance. Wow, that does a lot. Yeah, I did crit. It's going to get their Berry, which is annoying, but this might force them to be a little bit more, like, desperate with what they do. And if we can knock out... Okay, so if I had Swords Dance there, that would have been amazing. If we can knock out Ting-Lu before losing another Pokemon, that just puts us in such a great position, because we're 3 against 1 at that point. Although Dragonite would be pretty scary in that case. If they have Dragonite in the back, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to think too far ahead here. Okay, unfortunately, we don't get the knockout there. We don't get the... this is resisted. We don't get the... what am I trying to say? The... crit. Is there ever a world where I Horn Leech? I don't think it matters. I'm going to Cudgel. Cudgel guarantees a kill. I mean, I'm sure Horn Leech will kill, but, you know, they're Ting-Lu. They probably have max defense, and they're a poison type who resists it. I don't want to take those chances. This guarantees the kill. And if their last Pokemon's like Goldango, I think we just win. If their last Pokemon is Dragonite, we do have to do some maneuvering, but I think we're still in an okay spot. It's Sneasler, who I didn't think about, to be quite honest. Okay. I think this is okay, actually. I'm gonna Cudgel. They're probably just gonna straight up kill me here, which is fine, because they are faster. What? Hello? Bro? Alright, well, there's the game. I don't think Sneasler has priority, so this is kind of weird. It probably does, right? Right? I need to double check that. I know they have Fake Out, but obviously they would have gone for it already. Oh, wait. What? What am I missing here? Do we speed type? I know Sneasler has base 120 speed and Ogerpon has base 110. So they must have enough EVs to where they speed tie with me, which is weird, because if you're going to do that, you might as well go all the way and make it so that you outspeed Ogerpon by 1 point. I don't know. That was weird. Wait. Oh, they have Unburden. Wow, okay. What item did they have? I must have missed their item. Did they have Focus Sash? Yeah, they have Unburden. Unburden doubles your speed when you use your item, but I don't think I saw, unless I missed it, I didn't see an item. Okay. Do they have Play Rough? I'm gonna Terra here because we might as well, and I'm gonna Earthquake. The reason I'm Terastallizing is, I mean, they're probably gonna go Dire Claw anyway, so I take the same amount of damage, but if they happen to have like a move that's super effective against dragon types, we won't be weak to it anymore. So I think, yeah. Let's see if Salamence can win this. I'm bulky. They're at +1 attack because I did lower their attack. They go Dire Claw. I live, but okay, thank God. Because Dire Claw has a chance to either poison, paralyze, or put you to sleep. So if they had paralyzed or put me to sleep, I could have lost here. But luckily, we do survive thanks to our bulk investment, and I do knock them out with the Earthquake. Obviously, I went Earthquake because it's also super effective like Wing Beat, but Wing Beat has like a 90 accuracy, whereas Earthquake has 100, so that was a close one. That was a good one to end it on, because the first two, again, were really weird, like kind of really one-sided in some ways, or really awkward ways to win, I guess. And then this game 3, I think, was pretty good, because it was really close. So let me know what you thought of the team here. Let me know what you thought of the battles. Again, I think this team is really fun, and I'm happy that I got to show off Ogerpon in this video because, I mean, we all know how good Ogerpon is, but I think Water Ogerpon is one of the lesser used Ogerpons, and, you know, so far in testing with this team, I have rarely brought Ogerpon, so it was cool to be able to show it off since it's probably one of the least used Pokemon on the team. It's funny that Shiftry is brought more than Ogerpon. If I were to fix this team or change it, I think Ursaluna and Ogerpon are two Pokemon that I'd like to examine. The way that the team is kind of built and with what I want to do and the play styles I want to go with, I've been bringing Shiftry, Dirge, Salamence, and Bundle a lot. And then the other two I rarely bring, and I'm not sure they fit what I want to be doing on the team. They're great Pokemon, don't get me wrong. These are both really good Pokemon. I think these are actually two of the best Pokemon in the meta. I mean, Ogerpon in general, I think Fire Ogerpon's one of the best. Water, again, is a little lesser used, but they're both great Pokemon. It's just, I don't know if they fit the team with exactly how I want to play it. So if I were to make changes, I think those would be the first two that I'd be looking at. I didn't bring Skeledirge too much either, but I still think Skeledirge still has a solid place in the meta. You know, the goal with Shiftry is to set up Tailwind. And so, like I said, in the back, we definitely do want Pokemon that can take advantage of that Tailwind. And Ursaluna is way too slow to really care about it, I think. And then Ogerpon can take advantage of it because it's already pretty fast. So with Tailwind, it's faster than pretty much everything. So that's also good. But I think I'd like Pokemon that are like really good, but like somewhat slow, kind of like Salamence. So that's why I added Salamence to the team. But anyways, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm always happy to hear people's suggestions for how I can improve my teams, or like if you can think of better Pokemon for like these two slots, or even if you feel like something else on my team is not working, definitely let me know. And yeah, I'd like to see your thoughts. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. It really does help me out, and I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun to read your comments and respond and everything. Also, the team code for this team was at the beginning of this video, so feel free to try it out for yourself. Again, it's really fun using Shiftry because it's a pretty fun Pokemon. I've always thought it was cool. It's just, obviously, it's never been that good competitively. So the ability to, its new ability, Wind Rider, is awesome. So thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to the next video. The next video, I'll probably have a new team. And I think I have the team already built. Yeah, I think I have it already built and already in mind. So that'll be a fun one too. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time.